Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 48, Part 2, Homeward Bound. We're homeward bound because we're back in Nicodranas. I thought because we see Sam over here with the backpack and he's looking very Incredible Hulk, walking away, glancing over his shoulder, I thought Homeward Bound was going to focus on Sam Riegel. I know we got Knott's shirt on. I know we're going in that direction. But for now, we've spent a lot of time having, discussions with Jester's mom, basically coming back to Nicodranas, which is home mainly to Jester right now. We're staying at Ruby's place. We are going over to the tower, the Mage Tower. We are there now. The last thing we saw was Caduceus is like, I'm going to walk around the tower with my hand on the side. I want to see if I feel any differences. And I think that is the best bet right now. I said there's two theories. Either this thing is physically changing and the heights are changing and the size and the shape and everything, because we've seen it different sizes. But either it is physically actually changing, like growing out of the ground, shrinking back in, something to that effect, or it's all an illusion. And Bo said the same thing as me. Bo was like, that is what I think is happening. I think that is what's happening. But Caduceus' idea will kind of solve that, because if we run our hand on it, we'll see some differences in the feel. It doesn't matter right now, though, because as Caduceus is about to do it, a door is opening up, and Bo just knocked on the stone wall. So I don't know if it's related. I feel like it is, because Matt was asked, did the knocking do anything by Ford? Because Ford was saying, I'm going to run across the street to the fish market, ask them questions about what is going on here. Because he said the only place still open is the fish market. I thought that was a good idea, too. All good ideas. Ford wants to go ask some questions. Caduceus wants to run his hand. Bo knocks. Somebody's opening the door. So we got to basically see where we go from there before we do any of the three, because I don't know if that is going to amount to anything. I said maybe it's going to be like an Airheads thing from the movie where someone's just leaving for the night. We catch the door, we sneak in, we don't got to worry about nothing. While this is all going on, Caleb is back with the dog and Frumpkin, deciphering or reading the books. Everybody else is with us. Let's just jump in. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. If the link doesn't work, in the description of every video is a Patreon link. Hundreds of movies, hundreds of shows, the Patreon hour exclusive of every episode. We just started Vox Machina season 2. All the episodes are up in full, as well as season 1. Last of Us is on Sundays. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, The Legend of Korra. So many shows. Check it out. If not, Campaign 2, Episode 48, Part 2.
My hand on the tower and just see if I feel any change.
I rewound it a little bit.
Oh, just nice.
As you're doing that, you hear what sounds like a door kind of on the opposite side of the.
We heard the door open.
Yeah.
But then
Bo runs over, walking casual. Runs over, walking casual.
All right. As you hear it kind of slowly open up, this little kind of hand kind of curls around the outside, short, maybe around knee height for you, Ford. And you see as the door kind of peeks open,
a male goblin.
You see what looks to be a male goblin, really, really well dressed.
Whoa,
like
no
little,
way. Are you kidding me?
Almost like an accountant's outfit. Where it's like double-breasted to one side with a nice lapel, has small spectacles across the kind of bulbous and pointed nose, no hair, the teeth, which, characteristically of a goblin tend to kind of overlap.
We were just talking about this.
Have been really well.
How I haven't yet seen something that makes me feel like this is
very,
Knott's
very
tale.
well-groomed goblin.
Well-groomed goblin.
Pokes around the corner. Hello?
Not do the talking, not.
Can I help you?
Can he help us?
We were hoping to make an appointment with
Usa Aranis. It would be really fantastic to talk to him.
Do you have an appointment?
We're gonna make an
We're gonna
appointment.
make one. Yes.
Yeah, that.
We just said we want to make one.
Or at least if you can inform us how to make an appointment.
He kind of like relaxes.
She's turned
a
into
second
Tracy.
after the chest is puffed out its presentation, and relaxes, and you can see the gut kind of underneath the outfit as he no longer feels he needs to put on kind of a presentation. He goes,
Well, let me go ahead and take a look at the book. Hold on just a second.
he closes the door behind him.
He still should keep appearances. He doesn't
Someone
know who
see
we
the door
are.
first.
What if
He
we're
still
like
see the
You can see the
really
door, yeah.
important people?
It wasn't there when you walked around previously.
We could be high
His assistant.
society.
What's it look like? What's the door look like?
It looks like a standard door. It's kind of it's circular at the top. It looks like it's wood slats, metal crossbars kind of hold it all together. There is no handle or knocker. It appears to only open from the inside.
Whoa.
What? Whoa. What knockers you have?
Oh yeah. Great movie.
Yeah, young
Moments
Frankenstein.
pass. Eventually the door opens up again, and he has looks to be a tiny, almost like a leather journal, and it's kind of.
All right. Soonest that we've got here.
Pulls it back.
I feel like we're gonna have to wait a
Soon
really
as
long
we've got
time.
here is let's see, about 17 months, 3 weeks, and 4 days.
Is it possible to maybe move that up into a very quick emergency meeting? Unless
The
of a-
emergency.
we have to leave town and will not be back for quite a while.
It's an emergency
Yeah.
for
Come
us.
back in a number of months.
It's time sensitive.
We
17
could all
months.
be dead.
We could all be dead.
persuasion
In this
check.
world, 17
Actually,
months.
no. Make a deception check, because this is.
I have genuine questions for this person, so.
But you're pushing
Seven-
that this is an emergency.
Yeah.
Do you consider it an emergency?
For the things I want, maybe I'm boasting a little.
I was gonna say, to you it's an emergency. To you it's an emergency. Is this something that would convince this goblin man?
Does the Blooming Grove mean anything?
Not to me.
But it might to the dude you work for.
Listen, I'm sure you've heard about the war that's happening in the Empire.
Yes?
We have reason to believe that people with magical interests might be threatened in this time of war. And having heard that Usa might be a man of magical prowess, we thought that maybe he might have some information, or at least we could hand off our fair warning.
I'll tell you what. Yusa
I was gonna say,
has bedded down for the evening. If you want to come by tomorrow morning...
Yusa. I kept
maybe
saying
he's in
Yusa,
particularly
but I
good
thought maybe
mood
the
and can spare you
pronunciation
a
was
minute or two of his
Usa,
time.
like
But as of
U-Y
right now,
or Y-U,
I
Usa.
cannot force a meeting at dusk with a few unknowns with no particular truth to their purpose, wanting to
Yeah, we didn't come off
bisect and-
very
or bypass
believable.
our entire system of entry. So,
17 months.
have a good
Who
night.
has a 17-month
and
waiting list
hope
in
for a
this
better
world?
tomorrow.
Door closes.
Well,
Tomorrow morning.
Can knock.
I'm at the fish mart.
All right, Ford's going over the fish mart. We're gonna ask some questions.
I'm at the fish mart.
So while this is happening,
Your hand going, who are you? Who are you?
the fishmonger at the fish mart right now is going like, "Oh no, he's fucking weird."
Yeah, at this
right?
point,
I
we
don't
just
know,
got to
it
ask
scares
questions
me.
and
I don't
hope
like
we
it.
get some information.
You don't
'cause
see like a particular door that appears every couple of days, or is there a pattern?
Yeah, it kind of does when they come in and out, but then it's gone. It's really creepy. I don't like it.
Yeah, all right. You're an observant one. Anything
getting-
else you can share that might help me understand this structure more?
What does the guy look like?
Pigeons, really unsanitary for these fish.
To help you, I can say that there is a very nice special on red snapper.
How much?
Well, for an entire fish, we're looking at least 3 silver.
Take
I'll
it.
flip them 4 silver.
Boy, there you are. It's a sizable snapper.
I love
Probably
snapper.
haven't
Red
had meat in
snapper.
quite a while because I haven't
Oh,
been
red
cooking it.
snapper.
That's right. Or is it just the fish?
Stupid.
Extra silver, you get
Red
paid.
snapper.
Oh,
UHF.
thank you.
I can't do a
Wraps
good
it up for you.
impression.
Very appreciative. You have yourself a fancy
Very
fucking
tasty.
evening.
Mrs.
The
Weaver.
door is closed, and you guys look back, and Ford approaches holding a fish.
Success.
Oh, good.
Meta pigeons.
Yeah, it's
Every
a red
fantasy city is
snapper.
played
Anybody
by.
a fan?
Mom loves it.
Oh, good.
I honestly,
You missed a bunch.
Yeah,
it's
turns out you could
probably
just
maybe
knock.
top 3 fish
What are you
when,
talking
if I
about?
go
We
out
talked
to
to a
eat.
little goblin accountant dude. Made an appointment for tomorrow morning. Well, not really an appointment, an off the books appointment.
Haven't we been through enough that like the jokes are unnecessary at this point?
No, it's true. But we need to figure out how we're going to talk our way into this place tomorrow.
You should have said something, Nog.
I feel like we
Tried,
could
but
do
the little
some research.
guy
Let's
just
like
got away before
brainstorm.
I spoke. Also,
What-
we
what
were
little
on,
guy?
you
There
know,
was
we were on the
little
spot
goblin
there.
guy,
Very
which,
well
by the
dressed.
way, none of you should trust.
But
He
why?
will turn around and stab you in the back the second you're not looking.
Why will he do that?
Because he's a goblin.
Well,
I
you're a
grab the
goblin.
snapper by the
Yeah,
tail
but
and
you're
I
a
start
goblin,
gesturing.
not.
Let me get this straight.
can't
I
just
went to
assume
ask
not.
questions. You knocked, and some goblin came out of what? The balcony and started answering your
I
questions
think-
and then
Front door.
disappeared?
Yeah.
The front door, can't you see it right there?
Is it still there?
At this point, as you guys are all talking and you look back, the door's not there anymore.
You motherfuckers.
It's not.
I don't
knock-
need this shit.
Knock.
Illusions.
Yeah, I'll just toss it and see where it
I mean, the fish guy basically just confirmed it as well. But
like SeaWorld.
oh my God, we have a dolphin.
Oh, save that paper. Caleb will want it.
We have a dolphin in the group.
Deucey, did this happen?
Yep.
Really?
Really.
And you just knocked and a door appeared.
Yep.
Sorry, it shouldn't have come out of my mouth. It's inherently untrustworthy.
I don't know.
That
I
is
like
not
that.
true, though.
I didn't think
It just seems so.
she did bad for what
fantastic.
we had to work with.
Yeah,
we were like
honestly,
on
it
the
was a
spot. We didn't really have
path of
much
least
we could go
resistance
with.
That kind of surprised me as well.
What could we have said? That
Most
would
of
have let
things
that
being
guy
difficult.
come in and let
Maybe
us
I
cut
just make things
a
difficult.
17-month list.
No, I don't think that's it.
I mean,
Maybe
I
I'm
think we
having a moment
gotta
of
figure it out.
self-realization.
Let's not do that.
Write it. Write it. I approve of this. This is great.
Anyway,
So we come back in the morning.
We're gonna need some information to give to get in.
What information?
I don't know, something that would make a powerful mage want to talk to
Yeah,
us.
we just
need
have to
know
think
a
of
magical
what to
secret,
say.
or talk to them about Ukatoa.
Oh, Ukatoa.
Might
we
be
have a
nice.
ton of magical secrets.
We also have this.
We have the dodecahedron.
Yeah, we gotta
have the Happy Fun Time Ball.
happy fun time ball.
We witnessed
We
an
have to
attack on
bring
another
something up
wizard's
that would
tower
get the
in
attention of
Zadash.
someone this
I wasn't
powerful.
lying when I said
That's true.
Okay, but though.
magic people might be under
question, though.
attack.
That's true. These are all truths.
Yeah, we're
What if,
stacked.
I know.
what if, you know how all these things were stolen from people?
Uh-huh.
What if they were maybe stolen from this guy?
We walk in and we say, "Are you missing anything?"
But then we'll have to give it back to him.
Not without money.
A reward, some
No,
questions.
No, it's his. We'd have to give it back. That's
I'd
how
say-
it works here in Nicodemus.
That might be okay though, Jester. What if we give it back and he
And
answers, us
answers
some,
our questions, yeah.
amazing
Like-
questions or gives
Like we're not gonna be like
Questions? I want
shady
to go
about
back
it.
to
Like
the
we
happy
got
fun
what you
time.
need. Meet us in the alley. Like here you go. Could you
Happy fun
answer a few
time
questions?
ball. There's so many secrets there.
The fappy fun.
Happy fun time ball.
The fappy fun. The
That's a true artifact, to be fair.
in the ball. You want to go back in the ball?
out again.
Well, maybe we don't offer that right
We don't
away.
have to offer that. I don't think we have to offer the dodecahedron either. We
But we do.
we have our eyewitness accounts of.
Caleb will know what to say.
Caleb should have been here.
Yeah, and we really should go back and get some good dinner and some sleep so we can get back here toot sweet.
Don't get me
sweet.
wrong.
I haven't heard that.
Caleb is
forever.
very smart. I know we all know that, but
Magic especially.
yeah. But you guys have noticed he's not necessarily the best talker, right?
Caleb's pretty.
he's amazing
He's a pretty
talker.
good talker.
Yeah, Caleb's been
charming
pretty
and
good.
handsome.
Caleb
think
took the
also,
reins a couple
since you seem to
times.
be leaning towards honesty. I'm always a big fan of honesty being the best.
Yeah, in
way
all
to approach
honesty.
these, or as much of the truth as is possible at any moment.
Well, you can justify anything.
I'm always happier to omit than lie if we have to. Lying's weird.
I feel like we're bonding. Why have you never told me this before? You should have led with that.
I don't know what that means, but I agree.
I don't know what that meant either.
Get a room.
Everything.
We have one. Let's go
We're
back
going
to
in.
it.
Yeah, we have one. Let's go back to it. I feel like everybody is like we just had like 5 different conversations in
All
5
this
seconds.
mess last before they come back.
days.
How long have I been
Well,
alone?
it depends on how long. If you guys are going back, are you?
We're going back.
Going
Okay.
back.
So they've been
Yeah, we're
on for
good.
roughly, I'd say, 2 hours.
Okay.
All right, we're going back. They're gone for 2
that bad?
hours.
Potion I bought is for Caleb, so Caleb gets the healing potion.
Okay, so you have a healing potion, standard healing potion, Caleb.
I'm busy.
From Bob
back later.
Snopper.
Okay.
I'm busy. Come
power
back
tomorrow.
later.
Do you still have the fish, or did you eat the fish?
I ate just part of the tail, but the rest of it is a little chewed on, but in paper.
Okay.
For
I
dinner.
ate
I would
just
say, yeah,
part of the
the
tail.
chef offers to go ahead and prepare that as your dinner is already being set for the rest of the group at the request of the Ruby.
I would have been in whatever chambers were given to us. So if Caduceus came in with that potion, I
That was
barely
nice,
nodded
though.
and
We got a
just kept
giant
doing whatever.
snapper for dinner with
like,
Ruby.
Caleb's hair is just this kind of cowlick mess where it's just this perpetual dog tongue
From the
licking
dog
the
licking
entire
him.
time that he's been
Maybe
trying to
that's why he's a
concentrate on
little edgy. He sounded a little edgy when he was like,
From
I'm busy,
bushed
come back
out,
later.
The tail is just bushed out. It's all over and is just staring at Nugget.
As soon as I come home, I go, Nugget home!
and then goes like jumps towards you, but from 10 feet
What
away.
Disney movie is the
appears
big
right in front of
shaggy
you,
dog that does
knocks
this?
you
There's
into
like
the
a
wall.
Disney movie that's very
I
famous.
love him.
Is it the...
We're home.
Maybe it's Dalmatians?
Marion
Or
comes
the
and greets you
Rescuers?
guys.
Like a big shaggy dog
dinner
where the
is
hair's
prepared.
in the face, you can't even see, and it just
Meal
like
is
slobbers
enjoyed,
all over.
and you all prepare yourselves to bed down for the evening and take on your events of the following day.
Dope.
We'll go ahead and take that as our break.
I was gonna say, that's the break.
I think it's a good point to kick into the next day.
All
when we
right.
return.
I mean, it's a good place to
we'll be back
break.
here in a
We
few
had a little
minutes
more than-
after we have
than
our short break. As a
I
reminder,
planned.
we have our
Let's
Wormwood
let Matt do
giveaway
his
of
goodbye.
tonight.
We got to have a full 10
This
plus
is a
minutes
very
in there.
nice
Maybe
white
more,
oak
maybe 12 minutes.
Leather interior, white oak from our friends at Wormwood. For one lucky winner this evening. So the keyword tonight is, yes, it is home.
Home. Homeward bound. Keyword home.
So to enter this contest,
Do they still do these contests? I think I've asked you guys 100 times.
Critical role, and enter
But
the
now
word
that we are
home
further in,
once
does
in the
campaign
chat
3
room.
still do
Any
Wormwood
more than that, you'll be
giveaways?
disqualified. We'll
Or
come
do
back
they
and
do
break for the
something
winner.
else?
Once again, unfortunately, we can only do people in the U.S. and Canada, excluding Quebec. But between that, we'll have a winner of you guys when we come back here in a few minutes. See you then.
All right, guys, that's it for part 2, episode 48. I don't know what happened on the break. I paused it, and I'm not going to look because that'd be cheating, but we're going to start there on the live stream Friday. They are all making faces. Oh, wait, they're probably doing the thing. What am I talking about? They're doing the thing where they choke Matt up. Normally, like, I don't pay much attention. I just hear, like, a word, and I see Matt's face, and Matt hesitates. Marisha right now is making I mean, this is what I paused it on. I didn't hear anything. This is literally what I paused it on. They're all, like, holding their mouths, freaking out. Marisha looks like she's about to friggin' lose her shit. Sam is, too. I don't know what was said, and I ain't gonna cheat. We'll find out Friday, like I said. Either way, there was a couple things I didn't mention from the Patreon Hour exclusive. Specifically, Sheila Bob Snobber. Sheila Bob Snopper. What a name. It sounds like Knob Slobber. And it probably is intentionally supposed to. The second Matt said it, I'm like, something about that sounds intentionally inappropriate. And I think it's Knob Slobber. It's gotta be. It sounds so much. They were making faces like they couldn't figure it out either, and I had to think about it for a while. But Sheila is amazing. I don't know how old she is. I guess at least 150. That's my guess. 60 for human looking. But Matt said way older than that. So my guess is maybe even as old as 200 or 300 years old. Amazing. Didn't like any of us. Not and her had a great little conversation. I think we should have negotiated better. I say all the time how I think we could throw everything on the table. Give me a price. All right, that's 60 a potion. That's 180. We got this over here is 40. That's 220. We got this, and that. How about I throw you 160 and I'll give you the armor. The armor we got 15 for. I bet you we would have got it. But I don't think they're as concerned with money. Money really hasn't been a factor, so to speak. I mean, when it's high-priced items like the gem dust for the tattoos or something specific we want, like the bracers or something like that, it does get a little pricey. But I feel like no one really thinks much about money like I do, as far as like negotiating deals. I think it all adds up. Throughout your life, if you negotiate throughout your entire life, you will save thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. I feel like if they did what I say, that over time, they would be able to afford these key items that we will encounter over time. Now, like I said, they haven't come up too often, but I feel like the tattoo, for instance, we could get a hell of a buff. What if we come to a gem dealer? We already found out Bo has a jeweling kit or whatever it was, a jeweler's kit, so she could dust gems. All we got to do is get the coin to buy them, and we could have Orally give us tattoos. So I don't know. I feel like maybe at the higher levels, things like 10 or 20 gold aren't going to matter. But I still feel like part of the fun to me is the negotiating. When I played role-playing games, I would always want to negotiate. So I don't know. I just had to bring that up because I forgot to talk about it from the Patreon hour. In this, though, we find out from this goblin dude, first off, I don't know if there's anything that's going to be relevant or connect to not. I have to assume that something might, or I have to have my mind go there, being as I see Not in the thumbnail, and I know it's a Not-centric episode, but Not didn't say or do anything, and it didn't seem like that was the case. I think it's just coincidentally a goblin. Maybe something Not could do or say can have some sort of effect on the goblin guy, though. Even if we don't know him or it's not relative, maybe that will have some sort of connection. Like, we're all trying to figure out what to do. Should we tell him this? Should we tell him that? How do we get in? What do we tell him? We got to tell him something epic to gain passage. There's a lot of things we could tell him. Ukatoa, the Happy Fun Ball. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's as easy as a goblin in Not getting on the good side of him being a goblin. I don't know. Maybe you can make some sort of connection. And even if that's not enough, then you being the one to tell it, aka Not being the one to tell him, maybe that'll be a better way to convey it so that we get a better way to get in. I don't know. But we asked the fish guy across the street. The door obviously disappears. It's way more illusion than it is physical. But there's a 17-month wait to get in. So we had to go home for the night. We're going to rest. We're going to eat. We got a snapper. We're having a giant dinner with Ruby, which is great. And I feel like after tonight, in the morning, we go visit this dude. Maybe we gain passage. Hopefully, we sell ourselves enough. I feel like there's plenty of things we could offer that would be intriguing for this dude to want to know more about. Show him the dodecahedron. So something. Football starting. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing. Hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. If the link doesn't work, it's in the description below. There are hundreds of movies, hundreds of shows. We just started Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. The Legend of Vox Machina Season 2 goes up in full as soon as I watch them. The Last of Us is on Sundays, and we have the Patreon Hour exclusive for every episode amongst hundreds of other shows. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.